Yeah, it's just a taste of things to come. I know it may not be the greatest thing in the world, but if you just really take it apart, man, there might be a deeper truth to be revealed through what manifested itself as a song, through my experience. It's weird, but, people play music for their own enjoyment, but then when they play for other people, it's like, that's why so many artists are self-destructive, because they have to give so much of their own soul so that the musical force can exist and it means something. It actually be a sacrifice, like it's like laying your life down for a greater cause, because ultimately the truth that is found in music is that there is a place and time for every event, and that these events bring contrast to each other, so that the dynamics of, well, for like music, for example, sound, the dynamics of the sound make the song not just one note. It's not just a single constant vibration. It is a always changing one. That's why music, even though it constantly follows the same archetypical patterns, because, it's all coming from a human mind, so where else can it come from but the same archetypical patterns that we're innately, have, when we're born, is instinct to say, there's a great father figure and a great mother that takes care of us all, and, it really, it's time for us to stop speaking English and Spanish and Russian and Portuguese and Arabic or Yiddish or whatever, and start speaking human language. And the human language is one that it doesn't have to be taught. It is a manifestation of the greatest human power there is, and that's love. Anyways, this has been my first video of what will now be a series in which I share musical material and kind of give you the same taste of, I don't know, I don't want to come across as like eruditic or pompous or anything like that, but I know I'm a smart fellow, and the reason I'm smart is because I take the time to observe what is going on. And I don't take the answers that are given to me, and I never have. I actually look at the big picture, whatever you're talking about, whether it's something in the news, whether it's something like religion or just some great mystery. You have to take a step back and uninvest yourself personally in order to really look at something under the proper light. In other words, you have to remove the idea of yourself The very idea that you are you and I am me is what is destroying everything. It's not like that anymore. The very energy that manifests this video on your computer screen is the same energy that manifested a human mind 1,500 years ago. You know, the same water you drank was a dinosaur's piss. Everything is reused and refined through this process. Material nature, it's got some divine essence to it, where it all comes from, but I do believe we are on the brink of a battle as a species. Not like a war, but an internal conflict between, you know, the dynamics of our own soul. The very animal instincts that helped us survive for so many thousands of years have now become our enemies. And now we have to re-evolve into a species that is not limited to an id, an ego, and a superego. There should not be this division of consciousness. There should only be one mind. One mind within us all. And it's there, but it has not yet truly awakened. And you know, if you really go back in history, I always go on this because I studied so much in world religions when I was in college. It was a passion of mine that I found that every culture said the same thing, and that's what I'm saying now. I just want everybody to understand that things that we take for granted, like music isn't a business, it's not an industry. It doesn't exist to make people money or make them famous. It exists to give us like a radiance of sound, like an experience through our senses that enables us to reevaluate reality. And it's that reevaluation of reality. It's that reevaluation of things that we hold as true. That is the death of the self. Because once you admit you're wrong about everything, and that you know nothing, you finally empty the cup, so to speak, so that you can be refilled. Anyways, I hope that everybody benefits from watching this, and I would really encourage any constructive criticism or positive feedback is always welcome. And I love you all, and peace.